Negotiating for a pay rise is never easy, no matter what stage of your career you're in. So how do you best go about asking for one and make the conversation go as smoothly as possible? Joining us now is Jane Kennelly from Frog Recruitment. Good morning, Jane.
Kia ora.
So is there a timing issue, or can you just ask when the whim takes you?
You know, I think there is a timing issue when it comes to something as serious as having a salary increase or pay rise. A little bit of intuition there is really important so that you can kind of gauge when is the right time. And I think it's actually quite important to let your manager know that that's exactly what it is that you want to talk about. Kind of set a professional meeting, request a meeting, so that when you go in there, you are fully prepared and ready to talk turkey about why you should get more money.
Do you think, though, some people are afraid that if they warn their manager that they're going in to ask for a pay rise, the manager will have all of the reasons prepared why they can't?
Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely the risk. And I suppose to a certain extent it depends on your relationship with your manager. But personally, I think forewarned is forearmed. And also, it's probably important to realise that there might not be an answer at that meeting. But really, you want to present information in such a way that your manager can go away and diligently really investigate why you should receive more salary.
What are some of the reasons that people think that they should be paid more?
Well, typically it's things like they feel that they've had great customer service feedback, they've been meeting really tight deadlines. It could be that they've been doing other work in the organisation that hasn't been recognised as part of their formal role. And it could be that they've been doing some research around salaries in the market and they kind of get a feeling that actually they deserve to be paid more. And people typically know about that deserved piece as opposed to expecting thousands and thousands of dollars above your pay grade, if you like. So it's typically you go in there fully armed with evidence about why you should be able to secure a greater paycheck. If you were after an idea about the market value of your role, where can one go and have a look? Oh, look, that's great, because there are loads and loads of different sources on the internet that you can go and check salaries out. I mean, we have one in my own company, Frog Recruitment, that's updated quite regularly, but I think it's actually really good to get a feel for where you fit in the market, so that you are kind of within the range that's acceptable. So when you go in there, the first question you should ask, how do you soften it? How do you smooth out the conversation? Well, it is a two-way street, so it is a conversation, and it's not a demand. So I think you've got to ease yourself into it, and I would suggest that you're fully prepared with information to support your reasoning as well. And it's things like if you feel that you can beef your role up, so perhaps it's not just about asking for more money because you're doing more, but it could be that you actually want to do more and therefore would like to request a salary increase along with that. It could be that you have been involved with some other projects in other parts of the organisation that haven't been recognised, so it's to bring that to your manager's attention. But there's some real traps in this as well, Hayley, so and I think it's important to remember that, again, it's not a demand, it is a conversation, and it's actually, typically there will be a discussion and then there'll be deliberation and then there'll be a response. What should you not do? Well, I think, number one, don't compare yourself to other people, because that can really be a trap. It's important to remember it's just about you, it's not about anybody else. And I think the other one is to really keep your emotions in check, you know, keep calm, stick to the facts, stay with the program that you've prepared for yourself, and try to keep away from really getting emotional in that particular environment. And the third one is to not threaten and quit. You know, that's something that you keep up your sleeve for another day. And look, honestly, if you go through this process, I mean, there's no guarantees, but if you go through it really well, you've constructed a great piece of information as to why you should receive more money, and the answer's no, then that's something you keep to yourself, but you can actually go and look for another position if that's what you want to do. Sure. Yeah. All right, thank you very much for your time this morning. Jane Kennelly from Frog Recruitment.
Great advice, Jane. That's breakfast for today. We are back tomorrow morning from 6. Until then, hei kone ora.
Ka kite.